Kindly subscribe by direct ping, and firmly slap the likability sensor with a firm tentacle. For Earthers, please subscribe via rodent click, and lick the like button, and be sure to share our channel with your hatchlings and clan members.
The Martian Chef. Earth-Mars Fusion Cooking.
Hello my Martian friends, hatchlings, and solar system food fanatics. In this episode of The Martian Chef, we feature the Infinity City proprietary dish entitled Chilaquiles, Alemania, all rights reserved, translated as German Chilaquiles, for those Earthers out there who speak the planetary base language known to Earthers as Englishish. Chilaquiles are a traditional Mexican tortilla chip-based platter, with cheeses, chicken, and a heated mild green salsa sauce, served nacho platter style. Chilaquiles, Alemania, is a German-Mexican fusion dish, which puts a heavy German twist on this traditional breakfast offering. This is Chef Cuisino Flambeau, Executive Chef of the Transporter Club restaurant at Mars Base 1. Welcome. Our show will give you a step-by-step cooking guide to prepare exciting Mars-Earth fusion dishes, many of which are served at the Transporter Club. Each dish is prepared live, using Earth ingredients, with a list of substitute Martian ingredients. Roasted turkey Bour bat meat blends with an abundance of cheeses, layers of fried flour tortillas, and green salsa verde, to deliver an almost lasagna-style dish, heavy on Mexican flavor influences, creamy cheeses, and a German approach to food hardiness. Gastronomic warning: tryptophan in the bat meat can cause sleepiness or dysphoria in susceptible Martians. Tentacles may become erect and inert. Notify your doctor of any inert tentacles lasting more than 4 hours. Chef Carlo Henry is here to guide us through the dish.
Our ingredients for today are leftover turkey. This is awesome the day after Thanksgiving or Easter if you do a roast turkey. A bag of spinach. Green salsa verde for in the dish, and guacamole salsa as a dip on top of the dish. 2 packs of flour tortillas. 3 cheeses, and I prefer Munster, pepper jack, or jalapeno Havarti if you have that, and cream cheese, and some cilantro, a sweet bell pepper, and a sweet Vidalia onion. Okay, so I did a lot of prep work. The turkey you saw was already cleaned. I sliced up all the cheeses and put them on a plate. I cut the spinach into pieces because it's just easier to eat that way. When you pull a whole leaf of spinach out that's cooked, is not the same. I chopped the cilantro. I used half a pepper and half of the onion. I caramelized these with a little butter on the stovetop for 3-4 minutes just to get them lightly browned and caramelized and soft. And what I'm going to do is, you can use butter or you can use a little minced garlic and oil to coat the pan to prevent it from sticking. I like the garlic because it's going to add a little extra flavor. And we've got our deep fryer operational and hot, and our tortillas have been sliced ready to go into the deep fryer. You can do this on the stove top with a pan and oil as well. Okay, so I put in the minced garlic and oil to coat the bottom, and then we're going to take our fried flour tortilla chips that we deep fried and we let rest on paper towels, draw out a little of the oil, and use an oil that you like, one that's healthy or one that's, whatever your concerns are, but healthy oil is going to be just fine for this. And then we're going to put in a layer of chopped spinach, which is chopped but fresh, it has not been cooked. And our salsa verde, which is green salsa. This is a mild variety, so it's not going to have a lot of bite, but you can always get a spicier version. And it's a little wet, so I'm going to spoon out the first few, because if I try to pour it, I'll get too much. And this more or less is like our spaghetti sauce in a lasagna dish. And then I'll put a layer of cream cheese.
For Mars, substitute pickled cave slugs.
A little bit of chopped cilantro. And then a turkey that we pulled from the roast. We're going to fill in the cracks so that our layers are nice and dense, no air pockets.
To go solar, you need to go to the surface.
And mix it up, get a little white meat, a little dark meat. Try not to let a lot of the turkey, the skin, go in there. That's not really meant for this dish. If it gets in there, not the end of the world, but this is not baking in the sense that fat will fry up. It's in a thick lasagna, so the fat will not. See, like that fat, set that aside and use it for something else. And you can push down on that cheese, it'll squirt to the side, so if you're trying to level everything off.
Flatten nicely, no trenches or surface impacts.
And then add another layer of our tortillas. And the rounded edges work really well with this round pan, I noticed. And save all the pieces that are good to go in there.
Flatten nicely, no trenches or surface impacts.
Alright, now we go for a second layer of salsa verde. And like I mentioned, it's easier to pour now. And then these are the bell peppers and onions that we caramelized with butter. They're not spicy at all, they're actually sweet. And spread them around, and also same thing, let them kind of fill in the cracks between the tortillas to keep our level good. Another layer of chopped spinach, and spinach disappears when you cook it, so don't be shy on the spinach, it's fine. I'm doing a second layer of cream cheese. But I'm also going to work in some jalapeno pepper jack. And I'm only doing this on 3/4 of the dish because I have some friends that are not into anything hot. Not that this is tremendously hot, but for them it is. So I'm going to leave this piece without jalapeno. And another layer of turkey. And this is already seasoned from the recipe from the turkey dinner, so it's not doesn't need any enhancements. In actuality, the salsa verde is going to add some burst of and like I said, I'm skipping the pieces of turkey that have the skin. But pull it apart, don't leave gigantic chunks in there. Let it be relatively thin and get a little salsa verde on there. And you can be heavy or light with whatever your preferences are. You want more meat, go with more meat. You're not in the mood for spinach, leave it out. This is a very flexible dish. Now, ironically, this evolved from a dish called Chilaquiles, which is basically toasted nachos for breakfast. that has chicken, onions, cilantro, sour cream, and salsa verde. And it's baked to make it warm and then served for breakfast. And I said, you know, us Germans, we like our sauces and our thick dishes. So I said, I can just modify that dish. I prefer flour tortillas to corn, so I changed that over. And I said, if I do it more as a lasagna and less as a toasted nacho dish, it'll become basically German-Mexican fusion. And that's what we have here. Okay, another layer of the green sauce. I'm going a little heavier now because this will, one, it'll seep down in as it cooks, but also it's going to be the bed for our last layer of cheese.
Okay. Yes. Oh wow. Looks good.
And if you remember, this was the no jalapeno zone, so I'm going to mix and match here. Putting only Munster on this side. And I'm a big fan of cheese, so I'm probably going a little heavy here, but you can scale it to your tastes and desires.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
And now this goes in the oven uncovered to bake. Okay, so here is our
Looks hot. Watch your tentacles.
lasagna, for lack of a better word.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I'm going to call it Chilaquiles. It's turkey.
Snip, snip.
Turkey day leftover.
Smells good.
Cheese and green salsa lasagna. So I dressed the plate here a little bit. This is the section that has no jalapenos for my friend. We'll do that after.
Oh. Wow. Oh wow.
Look at that, how that Munster caramelizes on the top in the oven and makes that gorgeous brown, crispy.
Okay. Yes. Watch your tentacles. Looks hot.
And then what we gotta do here is... Okay, now this is the guacamole salsa.
Okay.
And it adds a nice color.
Yes.
Great for dipping. I tend to put it off to the side a little.
Okay.
Because you want to dip into that. And then a little bit of chopped cilantro on the top.
Oh wow. Looks good.
And there we go. Chilaquiles, German style, or chilaquiles a la Alemania if you want the Spanish version. And instead of pasta, it's flour tortillas in there. Turkey, the leftovers from Thanksgiving Day. Cheesy, creamy, turkey flavor, cilantro. If you like black pepper, I'm actually going to recommend a little zap of that on the top too. And then take those pieces, and there's a nice chunk of turkey there. Get a little of that spicy avocado salsa, a little sour cream, and a little cilantro. The dish itself is mild. The spiciness comes from the sauce.
Oh. Wow. Oh wow.
The leftover fried tortillas are awesome as chips.
A 5.5 out of 6 upward tentacles on Martian food critic. Mars.net. Solsystem.com. For me it's a full 6.0 upward tentacles, the maximum score allowed. I am fully in with all my tentacles on Chilaquiles, Alemania. I hereby give the rarest of the rarest, the 6 upward tentacles salute for Martian food events. For Earthers, I express to you, a critical food need for you to try this dish after your earthly world renowned, religious and or nationalized giant bird roasting festival, or your tryptophan celebration festivals, or other salutatory and respectfulish religious ceremonies. Us Martians embrace all religions and celebrations thereof, and we willingly participate in these celebrations to absorb knowledge and experience, knowing that no one has a superior innocent belief to another belief, knowing that all innocent religions support an entity, where participants become a part in something greater and highly more positive than themselves.
The Martian Chef. Earth Mars Fusion Cooking.
We recommend NERM's Area 51 Spice, a great way to support further production of the Martian Chef Show. A secret recipe made by the gray aliens living at Area 51, to enhance bland military meals, can be ordered from our retail shop by auto-pinging your request. Earthers can rodent-click on their computers upon the Earth link below to reach the digital shop. Thank you, Chef Carlo. Next week's episode will be one of Transporter Club's most famous Bango or beast dishes, the carnivorous equivalent of Angus beef for the Earthers. This is Chef Quizino Flambeau, the Martian Chef. Join us at the consumption table, bring your hatchlings and companions, wishing you an unexpected burst of flavor, from everything you put into your mouth. Chef Quizino Flambeau signing off till next week. Every Flepni day, at the 8th mid-evening hour, immediately following blip barcode.